Hello, I'm Steve Henson. I am a broker with RE/MAX of Pueblo, an appraiser, and I am the current MLS Committee Chair. We've had a handful of changes that have happened over the last couple of months that we felt like we should probably do a video for to explain what they are and why we put them in place. One of the first things I'd like to talk about is coming mid-June, we're going to have some new field enhancements on the MLS specific to closed sales. What we've added, I think we can all agree this is a wild market. It's crazy. We've got multiple offers, escalation clauses, appraisal gaps, just a lot of stuff that some of us maybe haven't dealt with much or aren't as familiar with. And in an effort to get the best data available on the sold side of things, we've made some changes. We've created the ability basically to have some check boxes to identify when we've had escalation clauses applied, appraisal gaps, multiple offers, when the appraisal has come in below contract price, and we've also expanded the number of characters we can use in the additional sold comments. This is all in an effort to make the data as transparent as possible. We all use it, appraisers, brokers. As brokers, we're using it for CMAs and for BPOs. Appraisers obviously are trying to verify this information, and we're hoping that this will just clarify things a little bit, maybe eliminate some of the phone calls, allow us as brokers and appraisers to analyze the data and determine what is the most appropriate to apply and when we have to interpolate a little bit based on differences that are difficult to quantify. So I think this will be a good thing. I think hopefully it reduces some appraisal calls, maybe reduces some calls from the PAR office if we can all just be a little bit diligent in taking the time to update our listings after they've sold with the pertinent information. Next thing I want to talk about is showing etiquette. We've had some complaints from brokers about brokers showing up late, running through their appointments, creating backup issues for the brokers behind them. So just please be kind to your fellow realtor, have some common courtesy, try to be on time for your appointments. If your appointment is canceled for some reason, please try to notify the office. These properties are being shown typically multiple times right away when they're getting listed. So if you are late or if you are a no-show, you're taking an opportunity away from somebody else. So just use a little bit of common courtesy. Be kind to your fellow realtor. Open houses will be the next thing we discuss. Dora has not given us any guidance on open houses, so we are relying on you to communicate with your sellers as to what they feel is a level of safety that they're comfortable with. If they want PPE, then we need to be communicating that through whatever medium we're using, MLS, whatever advertisements, so that we know that when we're coming in, we're coming in 2 at a time in gloves and masks or not. But just rely on what makes your sellers comfortable there and make sure you're having a conversation with them to that end. And last but not least, we have changed one of the statuses on our MLS from under contract taking backups to under contract still showing. The reason we've done that is we had multiple complaints about agents inappropriately marking things under contract, taking backups, sometimes arbitrarily marking them that way. I've even heard that certain office has it as an office policy. It created a lot of confusion, and it created problems for agents who had buyers that wanted to potentially see a property that was still taking backup offers and potentially write a backup offer on that property. So what we've done is we've moved that to under contract still showing, with the intention that if you mark that status, you will still be required to show the property. If you are not allowing the property to be shown and you have that status, there can be fines involved in that. The biggest part of that maybe is that you need to have a conversation with your seller about using that status. They need to be prepared to still allow the property to be shown if that's the status you select. And it seems as though maybe a lot of sellers they weren't part of the conversation when it came to whether or not we were marking it under contract or under contract taking backups. So we're hoping that'll clear up a little bit of the confusion and get get that status used more correctly and eliminate some of the problems it's caused. So that's all I've got for today. If you have anything that you'd like us to address, please feel free to reach out to me or Tess, and we can always address it at a committee level or discuss it on a video if it's something that just needs clarification. Thanks for your time. Have a good day.